Alright, YouTube, what's up? And, so, today I'm going to be talking about, obviously there's no Predator engine in front of me quite yet, there is one over there, and there's one on the Mudbug. So, we are going to be talking about, or I'm going to be telling you about, a free modification to your Predator engine that will help it breathe better. I did a video a while back. I know the lighting is pretty weird, it's very bright outside. I did a video a while back on 3 free modifications for Predator engine. And I know one was, if you have the Hemi version, drill out the 2 little hole-looking things that are up here, and that's just 2. The second one was taking out the spark arrestor on the exhaust. Those both make it breathe a tiny bit better. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it'll probably give you like, I don't know, 1/6 of a horsepower. Not much at all. And the third one was, that one doesn't have a throttle linkage anymore. The third one was this throttle arm back here, on this one. This thing, it only goes to about there when you buy it from the store. But there's a little screw down there. You can see it holding that back right there, that little screw that hits up against like this. I can't go anymore, or it'll sound so bad like something's grinding because the governor will start kicking in, but it'll only go to about there when you buy it from the store. That'll probably give you, yeah, you can just back that screw all the way out if you'd have the governor off. Or if you don't, just back it out to where it's at full rev without the governor kicking in. If you have it on something like this trike up here, a mini bike, a go-kart, a four-wheeler, some people put them on, that's going to give you another about 5 or 6 horsepower. I mean, never mind. 5 or 6. God dang it, I forgot. It's going to give you another 5 or 6 miles per hour. And it's just free modifications that'll get your engine working a little bit better. Not a whole lot, but yeah, so this is the main one we're looking at today. And this goes right along with those 3. It's just a little bit more. Damn, I just snapped my fingernail off. Like the tip of it, I just snapped it off on that plastic. It's just how cold it is out here. Ow. Anyway, I drilled holes all the way through this. And, this works with the Hemi and the non-Hemi, but mostly it works better with the non-Hemi because it only has one little flat foam air filter, and it's very thin, and air can whip through there and just go straight through that little filter. With this one, it more has to suck more air in because, if you don't know, I can't take this off because this stupid little hose running through it. But as you can see, there is a air filter in there, but it is a metal, well, it looks metal, but it's one of those paper ones like you'd put in a car. You know, like a lawnmower air filter. Metal with paper in between and then a foam element on the outside. Those aren't as good of a breathing filter as the little tiny foam ones. But you can do this anyway. On my 3 free Predator mods video, it was just drilling out these 3. And that doesn't really do anything with this engine. So I drilled all the way down to there. And it looks very free-flowing. But most people have these things on mini bikes or trikes where they have to take this gas tank off. Like the Mudbug trike up there that has a Predator on it. This works with any Predator, not just the 212. 6.5 horsepower 212, just any of them works. So if you have the gas tank off and you're using a different gas tank, I would suggest drilling out all around this side, especially this front, so air just comes straight through those holes and kind of is forced down that filter. Just gives you a little bit more horsepower if you're too cheap to buy the performance K&N style air filter like me. Since these Predators, like, I push this thing so hard, it's ridiculous. Mostly because it's not a Honda engine. it does not matter if it blows up. For one, they're very cheap. They're 90 bucks. Plus, I have another one sitting back there, so I could care less if it blows up or not. Very simple to install, and I have another one. So this is this little foam air filter I'm talking about. Usually it's not red. That's because I put some filter oil on there. Ooh, you can't really see it. There you go. Usually it's not that kind of orangey color. That's because I put a little tiny bit of filter oil on there. It's not that dirty. Usually it's just this color. It's not super dirty, but it could use to be clean. But I'm just going to wait till spring till it gets a little dirtier. So it's very thin, very breathable. And this mod works best on these non-Hemi Predator engines. And that goes for the 13 horsepower ones too. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. There we go. But yeah, that's just a cheap mod. Once again, you could drill out the side, but I didn't want to since, like, this will get a lot of dust in here, but it's not as much as, like, this thing, that front tire kicks up a lot of dust in the wintertime, plus the dust kicked up by these kind of gets trapped under this back part. So I did not want to drill out the front on this, because that would just clog up that air filter so quick, and I'd be out in the woods and it just wouldn't. This thing would just probably stop running because that thing just get too clogged. But if you have it on a mini bike, it's totally fine, or anything else that doesn't have a tremendous amount of dust coming through this. I cleaned this right after I got it. As you can see, it's very dirty down in there, like spark plug and stuff. It's just very dusty. But yeah, if you want to get a little bit more out of your Predator engine, whether it be a 420cc, 212, 208, whatever you want to call it, or basically any Predator engine, just go ahead and drill out some holes in the plastic air box, and there you go. Yeah, I've been ripping that thing around, that mud bug, ripping it around yesterday and the day before out here in the snow. I stopped yesterday. I had to stop because I ran out of gas. And that's like, not just for that, it's not two-stroke or anything, but I just ran out of gas in general, and I just been too lazy to go down to the gas station and get some. And yeah, I'm kind of happy the snow's melting. It's probably melted about 2 inches from yesterday. Yesterday that was all white out there, and this puddle was pretty small. And this was mostly covered till about that rock right there. So it's melted quite a bit. It's still melting. I'm very glad because I'm so ready for spring, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm not going to get too much more off topic. I was just telling you that fairly good, cheap mod, easy mod. All it's going to cost you is a little bit of time and maybe a drill bit if you don't have one. But there you go. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, or if you just want to support the channel, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, have a great day.